could continue exploring the correlations in this table for fun, but the faculties of our human experience is not the only way in which the elements and qualities come together to form parts of our experience. In fact, the complete soundscape of the ancient language of Sanskrit, which is where all of these words come from, has a one-to-one correspondence with the 5 elements corresponding with the 5 places of articulation in the mouth, and each combination of the gunas corresponding to different phonetic features of each sound. The quality of tamas corresponds directly with occlusion, forming the plosives when you occlude the airflow in your mouth. The guna of rajas corresponds to aspiration, making the breathy variance of each sound. And the guna of sattva corresponds to voice, whether you use your voice or just your breath to form the sounds. Logic students will recognize that the combinations of all of the elements forms a truth table, and computer science students will recognize that if we convert the x's to zeros and the check marks to ones, that you get the sequence of binary 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, etc. The element of akasha corresponds to the guttural region of the mouth. The element of vayu corresponds to the palatal region in the mouth. The element of tejas corresponds to retroflex, when you curl your tongue back to the soft palate in the mouth. The element of apas corresponds to labial, using your lips. And the element of prithvi corresponds to dental sounds. So when you pair one of the elements with a combination of any of the 3 qualities, then you get all of the phonetic categories of sounds in Sanskrit, starting with the vowels, the fricatives, the approximates, and the 4 plosives, and finally, beyond the gunas, you have this category of nirguna, forming the nasalized sounds. As a quick aside, if you study the script that is Devanagari used to represent these sounds, you probably are familiar with letters not found on this table, but do know all of those other letters are actually formed in Sanskrit through a process called sandhi, such as vowels forming composite vowels, or the anuswara and visarga being consonantal allophones for other columns in the table, such as the nasals and fricatives. Of the fricatives, you've probably never seen the jifa mulya or upadmaniya, which are letters that don't exist in Devanagari and are very, very rare sounds in Sanskrit, but do exist and are on the table.